The looks of things, he's chuckling, he's laughing at himself for that return. Score is at 7-2. So returning it with his head. Ref calls an edge ball. We repeat the rally. Senzo serves and hits the net, unfortunately. He has a second attempt and it hits the table. Ooh, Jabuliso's return with his right foot could not get onto Senzo's side of the table. Score is at 7-3. Senzo serves. It hits the table beautifully. Oh, Jabuliso just could not get that one right over the table. Score is at 7-4. Let's take a look at that again. Look at that. Just couldn't play it well onto the other side of the table. Score now is at 8-4. We change service. Jabuliso Simelane to serve. He misses that serve. He has a second attempt. Serves beautifully. Senzo with a beautiful return with his right foot. Jabuliso doing the same with his right foot. Senzo with his right knee, unfortunately, could not hit the table. Jabuliso serving with his right foot. Beautiful serve, beautiful return from Senzo. Look at that. Have you ever seen a double touch with the shoulder? That is a first in this tournament. That was Senzo with a double touch with his right shoulder. Score is at 10-4. Jabuliso serving. He's leading the set, by the way, and he's also leading this match. Senzo returning with his chest. Jabuliso with his head smash. That attempt there did not work quite well for him. That is a point to Senzo. Score is at 10-5. Jabuliso serve. He serves. And he gets that beautiful smash serve. And of course, score is at 11-5. And he has one more point to win the set and of course win this game and gets to be number 3 and gets the bronze medal. Senzo, beautiful serve from him. Lovely return from Jabuliso. Lovely shoulder return from Senzo. Right-footed return from Jabuliso. And Senzo gives that point to Jabuliso, and that of course gives Jabuliso the match. Score is at 12-5. Jabuliso wins the match 2-0, and that gets him onto that point that Senzo just hit the net and did not hit the table. Lovely game from the players right there. And of course, right after this, we are going to know between Rio Matsenjwa and of course Taribo Bembe. We will be right back after this.
And you are tuned into a brand new show on Eswatini TV called Street Quiz. Street Quiz is a show that is aimed at finding out just how well you know your beautiful country and just how well you travel. Now, the beautiful part about it, and that is my favorite part as well, is you get to win a special prize. Now, that could just be money or a little something extra. As for me and my team, we Danibona every week from here, just as long as you tune in and now wanna start Ndongwang Balege.
choose your adventures, you do so with an open heart and a desire for the unexpected. You embark on journeys to discover new worlds full of wonder. You choose a path to awaken your senses, a world to make you look up and realize just how inspiring this life can be. Arrive and awaken your heart. Explore life in ways only thought possible in your dreams. Discover just how far you'll go to expand your understanding of life's greatest mysteries. There's just one place on this planet with so much to offer. Now is the time for you to have the royal experience in the kingdom.
Sanmanan, my name is Teqball Eswatini.
It's your boy DJ Stunner.
aka B-Easy. Catch me and the gang on a brand new show.
On a brand new show.
One where we cover everything entertainment, everything music.
I'm going to be doing the news aspect specifically.
I'll be dealing with the hottest videos for the week.
I'm going to be on the cozy couch hosting all the guests that we have on the show.
See you every Saturday at 6 p.m.
on Eswatini TV.
Studio 1.
Studio 1.
Studio 1.
In every difficulty lies an opportunity. Ukuthi sifune sifunze ukuthi ama opportunities akhona ngaphandle.
Lwathi lukhulu lulangqondweni yami ngaphandle kwale ngqondo ngeke kutawonakala.
An idle mind is a devil's workshop. Lokusho ukuthi the more lengqondo uhleli uvuka ulale ubukela TV uphenze ubuye ulale igcina utawugcina soba tempted ukuthi ugcina wenda nemikhiba lengayi enkosini.
You don't need ukuthi now ufuna something at a certain point of time. Uconnecte ndela nakhona ngemali yakho yabo ungarely umuntu ube very independent. Bagroova.
Umuntu omusha kuyakusida ukuthi ungadikhanzi ukuhlela ekhaya ude lokwendako.
Pande Stratini every Tuesday on Eswatini TV.
Back onto the finals. Actually, like I had said before the break, we are on to the finals right now between Teqball Eswatini, as you can see on your screens, in the blue stripes, and of course Rio Mathenjwa in the lime stripes. It's interesting to see another new face in the finals this time. Last week it was Senzo Mnisi who was new in the final, playing against Teqball Eswatini. This week we have a new face of again, and that is Mbabane Highlanders Rio Mathenjwa. We're about to watch the final game of the day.
First set, first service.
And the match is just about to begin with Teqball Eswatini serving first. And he misses. Oh, he didn't miss that serve. Rio returning with his head, unfortunately. It does not hit the table, and that is a point to Teqball.
Serve.
Teqball to serve again.
Service fault
misses
out.
The table with that attempted smash. He has another attempt. He gets it onto the table. Rio returning it with his right knee. Teqball with that head smash. Ooh, Rio unable to control that one. The score is at 2-0.
First service.
Teqball Eswatini leading the set.
Serve.
He serves with his smash.
Out. Can attempt.
He has a second attempt.
Serve.
He serves with his head. Rio returns with his head. Teqball with a smash. Rio attempting to return that one, unfortunately.
Point.
Could not control that ball. Score is at 3-0.
First service. Serve.
Teqball serves. It
Fault.
hits the net.
Serve. Second attempt.
He has a second attempt.
Serve.
He serves with his head, and it hits the table beautifully. Rio returns with his head beautifully. Taribo with his right foot. Rio with his right foot. Taribo with his head. Rio with his head. Taribo with his Rio with his attempt with his right foot. Unfortunately, that did not get his ball onto the table. Let's take a look at that. There's Taribo with his right foot return. Rio, unfortunately, not getting it. Score is at 4-0. Rio returning with his head. Taribo with his right foot.
Illegal
Unfortunately,
attack.
the ref saw an illegal attack, and that is a point to Rio. Let's look at that illegal attack. Yep, his foot was right over the net. Taribo returning it beautifully with that. Beautiful return from Rio. Lovely return. Unfortunately, Taribo could not play that. That was a beautiful return from Rio.
Serve.
He serves with his head.
Service
misses the
out.
table. Score is
Second
at
attempt.
4-2. Taribo Bembe leading the set. Rio serves. Taribo returning it with his head. Ooh, Rio returning it with his right knee, unfortunately.
Service.
Does not get it right.
Serve.
He serves with his head. Scores at 5-2. That's a point to Rio. Scores at 5-3.
Change of service.
We change service. Let's see what Taribo can come up with his serves.
Serve.
Serves with his right
service
foot.
Out.
It misses
Second attempt.
the table. He has a second attempt. He gets it. Rio returns with his head. Taribo with his smash. Ooh, unfortunately, Rio. Scores at 6-3. Let's take a look at that smash. Beautiful smash. Unfortunately, Rio just could not control that one.
First service. Serve.
Taribo serves. Scores at 7-3.
Service fault out.
He misses the table with that
Second
one. He has
attempt.
a second attempt, of course. He serves. Rio returning it with his head. Taribo with a smash. Those smashes are killing Rio. Beautiful smash from Fanafuti Bembe right there.
Serve.
Let's take a look at that beautiful, beautiful
Service
smash.
fault out.
There's that smash.
Second
Rio
attempt.
just was left unable to control that one.
Serve.
Taribo serving with his head. Scores at 8-3. Lovely return from Rio. Ref C and from Taribo Bembe. Scores at 8-4. That's a point for Rio. We change service.
First service. Serve.
Rio serves. Lovely smash from Taribo. Beautiful control from Rio. Beautiful, beautiful control from Rio. Lovely return. Lovely return. That is a point to him, of course.
Serve. Service fault out.
Lovely smash. And this time Rio was able to control that one.
Serve.
Probably told himself that this one I got. And Taribo just returning it, jumping up and returning it with his head, but unable to. Scores at 8-5. Beautiful harvest from Taribo. Ref sees a fault. The rally continues. Rio missing a point there. Score is at 9-5.
Let's repeat the rally. Repeat the rally.
Oh, actually, the ref's changing.
The
Let's
service.
look at.
Serve. Point.
The ref's actually changed the score there.
The service.
Score is at 8-7.
Serve. Fault. Net serve.
Rio serving
Second
with his
attempt.
head, and it hits the net.
Serve.
He has a second attempt. He serves with his right knee. Taribo attempting a smash, and the score
Change of service.
is neck and neck now at 8-8. We are on the first set of the final singles match. Let's take a look at that attempted smash. Unfortunately, Taribo could not get it onto the table. He's serving.
Service
misses
out.
his serve. Scores at 8.
Second attempt.
It's the final singles match. Rio returns with his head. Taribo returning it with his right foot, unfortunately.
First service.
Did not get the table there.
Serve.
Scores at 9-8. Rio leading the set. He returns with his right foot. Taribo with his head. Rio with his head. Taribo hitting the edge there with his right foot, and of course an edge ball. We repeat.
First service. Serve.
Taribo serves. Let's look at that edge ball. Clear edge ball right there.
Point.
That's a point to Taribo. The score is
First
at
service.
9-9.
Serve. Fault.
Hits the net.
Serve. Second attempt.
And he has a second attempt.
Serve.
He serves. It hits the table beautifully. Rio returns with his right foot. Taribo with the ref sees.
Fault.
The ref sees too many touches there, I'm thinking.
Point. First serve.
And that is a point to Rio. Scores at 10-9. Taribo serves.
Fault. Net serve. Second attempt.
He has a second attempt, and he gets it onto the table. Rio not able to return that one. Score is at 10-10.
Change of service.
We are still on the first set.
First service.
Of the final singles event. Taribo returning it head. Rio with his head. Taribo with his left foot, and unfortunately hits the edge, and we have to repeat.
First service. Serve.
Let's look at that edge ball with his left foot. Taribo with his right foot. Smash. Rio trying to return it with his head, unfortunately. Could not. That is a point to Taribo. Taribo needing one more point to take this at 11-10. Rio misses his side of the Taribo's side of the table. He has a second attempt. He serves, and he gets it this time. Taribo with his head return. Rio returns with his head. Taribo with his right foot. Taribo with his head. Rio with his right knee. Rio with his head. Beautiful rally. Beautiful rally from the gentleman. That is a point to Rio. Score is at 11-11. Both gentlemen needing one more point to get this first set. Rio hitting the net there with his head serve. He has a second attempt. He serves. Gets it beautifully onto the table. Taribo smashes it with his head. Real beautiful return from him. Beautiful return from Taribo. Lovely return. Right foot return from Rio. Right foot return again. That is a repeated return. And that gets Taribo to win the first set. The score is at 12-11. There he is on your screens there. Rio having a beautiful game today. Probably saying to himself he's having a beautiful game. Of course, there you can see. Let's take a look at that missed point for Rio. Taribo hits it with his head. Rio returned it with his right foot. Taribo returning it with his right foot again. And Rio returning it with his right foot, and that is a repeated return. Of course, that's one of the rules. You cannot return with the same body part consecutively. So that got Taribo that point. Let's take a look at that again. There's the right foot return. That gets Taribo a point. Of course, there is Rio Matsenjwa having a beautiful, beautiful game. Of course, he has a lot to work with in this second set. Just so we take it on to the third set, of course. A lot of work to do. There is Taribo Bembe there. They are switching sides, of course. Playing on the other person's side. Of course, Taribo has a lot of work to do himself because Rio is giving him a hard time in this game. But let's see what Rio cooks up in the second set, and he'll probably win the second set and we'll go on to the third set. Him score is at 1-0. Taribo leading this match 1-0. Rio leading the second set 1-0. Taribo with a smash. Rio, lovely try there from him, but could not get onto Taribo's side of the table. Score is at 1-1.
Serve.
Rio serving.
Service
missing
out.
the table.
Second attempt.
He has
Serve.
a second attempt, of course. Taribo smashing it with his head. Rio returning it beautifully with his right foot. Taribo with his right foot, unfortunately, just needed a little bit of power to get onto the table.
The
Score
service
is at 2-1.
Serve.
Let's look at that. Just needed a little bit more power.
2 minute
to actually
touches.
get over onto
Point. Change of
the other
service.
side of the table. Score is at 3-1 now. Rio leading the set.
The service.
We changed service. It's
Serve.
Taribo's turn to serve. He serves.
Service
He
fault
misses
out.
that attempted smash.
Second attempt.
He has a second
Serve.
attempt and he serves. Rio returning it with his head. Taribo with his head. That's a point to Taribo. Score is at 3-2.
service.
Taribo serve.
Serve.
Taribo serves. It hits
Service
the
fault.
net.
Let's serve. Second
Let's
attempt.
take a look at his second attempt.
Serve.
He uses his head this time and it gets onto the table. Rio with his right foot returning it. Taribo with his head returning it. Rio with his head returning it. Let's look at that smash. Beautiful, beautiful smash.
Point.
I saw that one coming. Score is at 3-3. Rio unable to control that one, of course.
Serve.
Let's take a look at that smash. Lovely
Service
smash
fault
from
out.
Fanafuti.
Second attempt.
Very pleased with himself there,
Serve.
as you can see. He serves with his head. Score is at 3-3. Rio returning with his right foot. Ooh, unfortunately, that head return just not working out for him.
Service.
Scores at 4-3 now.
Serve.
Taribo serves.
Service fault out.
He misses
Second
that. Scores
attempt.
at 4-3. Taribo leading this
Serve.
set.
Double fault.
A double fault
Point.
from him.
Of
That's
service.
a point to Rio. Score is at 4-4. We change
The
service.
service. Serve.
Rio serves. It hits the
Fault.
net.
Net serve. Second attempt.
He has a second attempt.
Serve.
He serves. Taribo returning with his head. Rio returning with his head. Ooh,
Table touch.
Taribo unable to
Point.
control that. That's a point to Rio.
The service. Serve.
Rio
Service
serving.
faults
It
out.
misses the
Second
table.
attempt.
Score is at 5-4.
Serve.
Rio leading the set. Taribo returns with his head. Rio with his right foot. Taribo with his right foot. That beautiful harvest from Rio. Lovely return with the right foot. Beautiful return from Taribo. Lovely return from Rio. Ooh, Taribo's head. I think he was attempting a smash there with his head. Unfortunately, just
The
didn't
service.
find the table. Rio
Serve.
leading the set 6-4. Taribo returns with his head. Ooh, Rio,
Point.
his right foot return not working out.
First
Score
service.
is at 6-5.
Serve.
Rio serves.
Fault. Net serve. Second attempt.
That's a fault. He has a second
Serve.
attempt. He hits the ball perfectly onto the table. And of course,
Point.
Mfana Futi could not control
Change
that
of
very,
service.
very well. And that is a point to Rio. Score is at 7-5. We change service.
First service.
And it's Mfana Futi's
Serve.
serve now. He serves
Fault.
with a smash.
Net serve.
It hits the table.
Attempt.
He has a second attempt.
Serve.
He uses his head. It hits the table beautifully. Rio returning it with his head. Now with his right knee.
Point.
Beautiful knee return. Score is at
First service.
8-5. Still
Serve.
too early to tell who's going to take the second set. Beautiful knee return from Rio. That's a lovely knee return from him.
Point.
Score is at 8-6.
First
Like I
service.
was saying before, it's still a bit too early to tell who can actually
Serve.
take the second set because anything can happen.
Service fault out.
That's a missed
Second
serve
attempt.
from Taribo. He has a second
Serve.
attempt. He serves and he gets it onto the table. Rio returning with his right foot. Taribo with his right foot. Rio with his head. Taribo with his head, of course. Rio with his right foot. Taribo with his right foot.
Point.
Rio could not get it onto the table. Score is at 8-7. This is a very, very tough final. Rio is giving Taribo a tough time, as you can see there. Actually, that is Rio having a
Service.
tough time, not being able to return it.
Serve.
Taribo serving there. And that
Point.
is a point to
Change
him. Score
of
is at
service.
8-8. We change service. Rio's turn to
First
serve
service.
now.
Serve.
He serves
Fault.
and he
Net
hits
serve.
the net.
Second
I'm loving
attempt.
how the score is right now. You can tell
Serve.
this is a very, very tough match. Rio serves again with his head, gets it onto the table. Taribo hitting
Fault.
it with his left
Illegal
foot,
attack.
ref seeing an illegal attack.
Point. First service.
Let's see that illegal attack. Yes, it was just his foot, his left foot was just over the net. Score is at 9-8. Taribo returns with his right foot. Rio with his right
Point.
knee, unfortunately, not getting the table. Score is at
service.
9-9.
Serve.
Rio's to serve. Taribo playing it and
Point.
returning it, but
First service.
not working well for him. Score is at 10-9.
Serve.
Rio leading. He serves.
Service
He
fault out.
misses the
Second
table.
attempt.
Let's see his second
Serve.
attempt. He serves. Taribo returns with his head. Rio with his head. Taribo with his right foot. Rio with his right foot. Good control from Taribo. Beautiful return with his head. Lovely return from Rio with his right knee. Ooh, the
Point.
head just could not get
Change of service.
onto the table. Score is at 10-10. Like I was saying before, I'm loving how the score is looking. You can tell from the gentlemen, they are all sweaty. This is a tough,
First
tough
service.
match. This is a very, very tough
Serve.
match. Taribo serves with his
Service
smash.
falls out.
Misses the table.
Second
he
attempt.
has a second attempt.
Serve.
He serves again. Rio returns with his right foot. Taribo with his right foot. Rio with his head. Taribo with his head. Rio with his right foot. Taribo with his... Ooh.
Point.
Attempted
Man.
harvest there,
Point.
not working quite well for Rio. Score is at 11-10.
First service.
Taribo needing just 1 point to actually take this. Let's take a look at that missed
Service fault
harvest
out.
from Rio.
Second attempt. Serve.
One more point for Taribo to actually win this one. And he returns with his right foot. Rio with his right foot. Beautiful harvest from Fanafuti. He returns with his head. Rio with his head. Taribo wanting to attempt a smash there, but he didn't. That's a point to Rio. Score is at 11-11.
Point.
Both gentlemen
First
needing
service.
one more point. This should be
Serve.
very, very interesting to watch. I'm actually nervous myself. Taribo, beautiful serve with that. Rio returning it. And that gives Taribo the match. The score is at 12-11. That is the third win for Taribo. He won the second round singles. He won the third round singles. And he's won the fourth round singles event. Let's take a look at that point that won him this match. Beautiful smash from Taribo there. Rio could not return it, of course, with his head. That was just a little bit impossible for him to actually return it. There is congratulations to Mfanafuti Taribo Bembe for actually winning his third win in a row, actually. He won second round, he won third round, and he has won the fourth round. There is signing the score sheet. Of course, participants are supposed to sign their score sheets after they are done with their matches. Congratulations actually to both winners. Congratulations to Rio Matsenjwa for actually reaching the finals. It's a huge achievement to actually have reached the finals. There you can see the champion stepping onto the table. Of course, you know the champion stands in the middle, and of course there is his second place to his right. There's Mfanafuti. Congratulations to Mfanafuti. Huge win for him, this one. Congratulations to him. There is fixing his hair. It's been a long day. It's been a very hot day. There's Rio right next to him. Now we are waiting for the third round, third place winner. There he is, getting onto the court, Mr. Njabuliso Simelane. Lovely to see these gentlemen, and of course lovely to see a new face on the table, Rio Matsenjwa, who was actually second place. There they are getting their medals. Of course, the third place medal, Njabuliso Simelane with the bronze medal. Congratulations to him. Second place with Rio Matsenjwa, there he is there, getting his silver medal. And of course, the champion for the third time in a row, Mr. Mfanafuti Taribo Bembe. A huge congratulations to him. Beautiful win for him. Thank you so much for joining us. Beautiful win for Mr. Mfanafuti Taribo Bembe. Thank you so much for joining us at Olymp Africa for this live broadcast, live on Eswatini TV. This was the fourth round, the final round actually of the series, of the singles event. We have the doubles event, fourth round tomorrow, right here at Olymp Africa. Join us at 12:30 p.m. Thank you so much for joining us. From me, Nogwazi Dlamini, and the team, of course, thank you so much for joining us. We will see you guys tomorrow for doubles.